Hello, I'm Lieutenant Bruce Koss of the Los Angeles Police Department Media Relations Division. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in Devonshire Division in the city of Los Angeles on July 20th, 2025 at around 7:55 p.m. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to the case, so you can have a better understanding of what occurred, based on what we know right now. The LAPD conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We are still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution. The images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers. Devonshire Patrol Division officers responded to a radio call for an assault with a deadly weapon suspect there now, armed with the gun in the 20,000 block of Prairie Street. The suspect was described as a male black, wearing a black t-shirt, green pants, riding a skateboard, and threatening passerbys with a handgun. Here is the 911 call and corresponding radio broadcast.
He's right there on the fucking skateboard. You see him?
Hello,
There's a guy with a gun here in the apartment complex.
What's
I need
the
a
address?
cop over here.
Just go.
What's that address? What's that address?
20
Prairie
Perry Street,
Street.
California 91331.
20 Perry?
20 Perry.
Prairie. Okay, where is he in the apartment complex right now?
He's right here.
Skateboard around the parking lot of
In
the
the
apartment
parking
complex.
And he pointed the gun to us.
He pointed
Okay.
his gun at us, and we still see him. He's still around here. We just
Okay.
saw him run his skateboard.
Okay, hold
around
on,
here.
hold on. We're getting some officers out there, okay? 1 second. Don't hang up. Demonstrated the AW suspect there now on 20 Prairie Street in the parking lot. Suspect armed with a gun pointed at the PR. It's code 3-73875-RD-1772. Stand by for additional.
The suspect was later identified as Rangel Huerta. As officers in the air unit arrived over the call location, they located Huerta attempting to flee on his skateboard and directed responding patrol units to his location in the 9300 block of Corbin Avenue. Upon patrol units arriving, they saw Huerta continuing to flee on his skateboard and followed him in their police vehicles. Moments later, Huerta jumped off his skateboard and ran into a parking lot of a nearby business. The officers then exited their police vehicle and initiated a foot pursuit of Huerta. A portion of this incident was captured in the responding officer's digital in-car video. Most marked vehicles assigned to patrol have a camera mounted inside which activates when the emergency lights are turned on. The camera can also be manually activated. These digital in-car cameras have a buffer of video without audio. Upon activation, the camera goes back 1 minute and starts recording.
Possible suspect on the west sidewalk, northbound Corbin from Prairie, approaching Plummer.
What sidewalk? Northwest?
Alright, 903, you passed him. And 803. He's going to be crossing over to the east side of Corbin. Look at that. Alright, we'll make it a backup for these officers. He's not going to comply. Southbound Corbin towards Prairie on the east side, still riding the skateboard.
Air 10 is requesting.
During the brief foot pursuit, Huerta turned and pointed his handgun at pursuing officers, resulting in an officer-involved shooting. A portion of this incident was also captured on the responding officer's body-worn video. Body-worn video cameras are used by most officers assigned to field duties. They are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within line of sight from that angle. The angle of the camera prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officer saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn video cameras have a buffer of video without audio from the previous 2 minutes prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly, where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. Here is body-worn video from the officers involved in this incident.
Get on the ground!
Following the officer-involved shooting, Huerta continued running a short distance before finally stopping, dropping the handgun and laying on the ground. After the arrival of additional units, Huerta was taken into custody without further incident. Here is additional body-worn video from one of the officers involved in the incident.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Spread your fucking feet! Spread your feet!
Put your arms out to the side! Don't move!
Keep coming. Make a right. 95, make a right. Alright, go to the next opening. Behind that building, go to the next
Don't move! Go back! You're getting me shot! Don't fucking move!
Go east. Make a right there. Drive. Make a right. Right there. And then go to the...
Put your hand out where we can see it!
Put your hands out to
Don't move!
You're gonna hold there. You're gonna use your flag.
Don't fucking move! You're gonna be shot!
You'll see the officers just off your left side.
Stay still on the ground!
Sufficient units hold. I'll call it Prairie, or correction, Corbin, north of Prairie on the east side.
Sufficient units only Corbin, north of Prairie on the east side.
I got it.
We're on the ground.
Why is it bleeding?
A portion of this incident was also captured by a witness on cell phone video. After being taken into custody, the officers began rendering aid to Huerta until paramedics arrived. Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics responded and transported Huerta to a local hospital to be treated for the gunshot wound he sustained as a result of the officer-involved shooting. While there, medical staff determined that Huerta would need to be admitted to the hospital for further treatment. Investigators recovered a loaded black steel 9mm semi-automatic Glock 19 pistol with a high-capacity magazine and additional live ammunition at the scene and booked it as evidence. Multiple vehicles in the parking lot sustained bullet impacts as a result of the officer-involved shooting. However, no officers or community members were injured as a result of this incident. Huerta was arrested and absentee booked for assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer with a firearm. On July 23, 2025, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed the following charges against Huerta: 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer with a firearm, 1 count of exhibiting a firearm in the presence of a police officer, and 1 count of brandishing a firearm at a person inside a motor vehicle. Romario Huerta is a 28-year-old resident of Los Angeles. In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete any forensic test. After the investigation is complete, our Critical Incident Review Division will forward their findings to the Chief of Police, who will make his recommendation to the Civilian Board of Police Commissioners. The board will evaluate the evidence to determine whether the officer's tactics, drawing and exhibiting a weapon, and use of deadly force in this instance met the high standard expected of all LAPD officers. Additionally, the Office of Inspector General will conduct a parallel and independent review of the investigation and will provide its recommendations to the board. If you would like more information on how the LAPD investigates all serious uses of force, visit lapdonline.org, where you can find the LAPD's use of force policy and procedures. Thank you for taking the time to view this critical incident community briefing.